Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC Wave 4 through 6 predictions. Like, you probably knew that if you were reading the title, but if you didn't, yeah, that's what we're doing today. You probably heard every Nintendo-related YouTuber talk about this. However, it's my turn. This time it's going to be different. I will put myself inside of Nintendo's shoes to predict Wave 4 through 6. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this, and oh yeah, data mine warning if you don't want spoilers. I'll give you time to escape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone done? Alright, let's begin. Most of the predictions will be based off on the prefix lead. Only one track is an exception, and we'll get to that when we get to that. Any other data mines from Tour or 8 Deluxe, like the music lead, will also be used. Okay, let's actually begin. I'm going to speedrun through the Fruit Cup predictions because you probably heard them 100,000 times. Kicking off, the Fruit Cup will be Amsterdam Drift. It's a lovely track with a very springtime atmosphere, with one variant having a lot of flowers and some piranha plants. Then this track will be DK Summit. It's a fan favorite course with the introduction of half pipes in Wave 3. It's going to be exciting to see this track back. The next track, I think, will be Airship Fortress. We'll come back to this in a little bit. My final track of the Fruit Cup, I think, will be the Data Mines Yoshi Island track. I was actually going to explain my reasoning for why Yoshi's Island would be in Mario Kart 8 before Piranha Plant Cove. But Nintendo was like, you know what? At the door, let's just announce Yoshi Island. So yeah, Yoshi's Island is confirmed for Mario Kart 8. Not just in Mario Kart 8, but also in Tour, but also for Wave 4. So, yeah. So, this entire section of the script is completely useless. How lovely. Anyway, I will explain my reasoning for Airship Fortress right now. Airship Fortress is a fan favorite course from Mario Kart DS, but we are missing a few other fan favorites like Delfino Square and Luigi's Mansion. And Nintendo decided to do the DS dirty by only picking 4 DS courses for the Booster Course Pass and 3 in the base game. And only 2 were really fan favorites, and I only liked a few of them. However, only one track can be chosen for the DS, and my pick is Airship Fortress. Delfino Square would have perfectly fit inside of the Fruit Cup, because the Fruit Cup is a whole collection of easygoing tracks, but it's not in Tour, and it's not even data mined to be in Tour. There's also Luigi's Mansion, a very spooky and fan favorite track indeed, but it's definitely a fall track to fit with Halloween. There's also Mario Circuit data mine for Tour, but you really want another certain track instead of a fan favorite? Nintendo has to make money somehow, you know. We need that money shot of Airship Fortress so that we can make more money. Anyway, my choice is gonna cause riots. I know that. However, only one track can make it in, and Airship Fortress is my pick. Sorry, Delfino Square. Maybe in Mario Kart 9. Unless you consider Tour as Mario Kart 9, then see you in Mario Kart 10. So, the Boomerang Cup is next. My predictions are similar to others, but also a little bit different. Let's just do it. My first prediction is Singapore Speedway. Yeah, it's a pretty good tropical atmosphere track. It's actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. My second prediction is Waluigi Stadium. After spending 4 extra months inside of the oven, I think it's time we see Waluigi Stadium inside of Tour and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. With the introduction of half pipes in Wave 3, then this track will be a perfect fit for Mario Kart 8. Next up in my predictions is Riverside Park. I've seen a lot of people actually predict Sunset Wilds right here, but I think it's going to be Riverside Park. It's a pretty good tropical-like track. It's definitely way more different than Singapore Speedway and Waluigi Stadium, which is a good thing. But the next track will be Los Angeles Laps, the final prediction of the Feather Cup. It's possible to see another city track take the spot, but I want Los Angeles Laps here. Just deal with it. Let's enter my Wave 5 predictions. My first prediction is Bangkok Rush. It's just Bangkok Rush. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's a pretty good city track. They did just add the 3rd variant into Mario Kart Tour, so now we can actually try to do variant stuff, I guess. My second prediction is Koopa Cape. Now, I've seen some people put Koopa Cape inside of Wave 4, but I think it will better fit. It's a better fit for Wave 5. Cheap Street Island is my third prediction. It may seem like a terrible and horrible choice as the final GBA track in the entire Booster Course Pass, considering that Sunset Wilds is literally right there in Tour, but don't worry. You just calm down for another 3 cups and you'll see. Finally, ending off the Cairo Cup is Cairo Crossways, a brand new city track that can hopefully come soon. A Cairo track hasn't been data mined for Tour, however, the Great Pyramids of Giza are literally on Tour's banner since the game came out, and we haven't had a good like African city themed track, so it's gonna be pretty exciting to see one finally in the game. The next cup will be the Feather Cup. Kicking it off will be the new city track, Rome Roundabout. It is unlikely to see 2 brand new city tracks with all 3 variants from now until like July or August, but I somewhat half-heartedly believe they will do it. Next up is Daisy Cruiser. I see Mushroom Bridge as a possibility, but Daisy Cruiser is a better choice. It is an extremely unique track, racing on the cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. Next on my predictions is unfortunately an SNES track, Vanilla Lake 2. It's not going to be very exciting to see this track unless they do something crazy like combine all the tracks get together, and it could probably look like this. Go watch it! Anyway, it's just going to be like that. My final predictions is a possible DK track according to Tour Data Mines. It probably won't be a DK country track, but it is possible. I'm glad to see some more like DK track representation or DK courses inside of Mario Kart Tour, because we haven't been seeing those. Like, pretty sure there's only like DK Summit, DK Mountain, and DK Pass. And DK Mountain is barely a DK track, like DK is not even in it. DK Pass and DK Summit are barely them too, but I think DK Summit is the most DK track inside of Mario Kart Tour. I was about to say Mario Kart DK. I've been saying DK too many times, help. Anyway, out of all the cups in the DLC, this one will probably be the worst. 2 tracks that aren't even in Tour and have a very real possibility to be terrible tracks. Whether they'll be Rome Roundabout and the DK track or something completely different. It has a very real possibility to be horrible tracks. One SNES track, which automatically makes this cup terrible, and the one good track is Daisy Cruiser. If I got to choose the tracks in the Booster Course Pass, this would probably be very different. Probably putting a DS track right here, but like, yeah. But, I'm in Nintendo's shoes, and Nintendo would probably do this. Unfortunately, SNES has to have some representation inside of Mario Kart 8 or something, even though Donut Plains is already pretty good, and Mario Circuit is going to be a disappointment, and Vanilla Lake 2 is guaranteed to be a disappointment, so, yeah. The big finale, here we are to the Wave 6 predictions. Oh yeah, the tracks won't gradually show up as I talk about this, because I changed around the predictions and Time Master is already struggling to do things. So yeah, kicking off Wave 6 is an unlikely but very possible Honolulu Highway. Yeah, it's just Honolulu as a city track. I also see Hollywood Highway or Orlando Orbit as possible, but Honolulu Highway is just as likely. I have no idea what the city track could be. It's just going to be a city track, I guess. Next up is a very unlikely track, but a very real possibility. Toad's Factory. This is a fan favorite track from the Wii. We have been begging to see in the Booster Course Pass, and it's about time. I don't know what Wii track to put here. I looked through the Wii tracks that are in Tour, and almost all of them are inside of Mario Kart 8. Almost all of them are in Mario Kart 8, or I don't think they're good enough to be inside the final wave. And then I looked at the rest of the Wii tracks, and I was like, Toad's Factory is actually a pretty good pick, because, I mean, I don't know who would want a circuit track in Wave 6, but, like, we're not having a circuit track in Wave 6, but Toad's Factory could definitely fit the bill. I also see Dry Ruins as a possibility, and I think Dry Ruins is also another pretty good prediction, so honestly, if it's Dry Ruins or Toad's Factory, I don't really mind. And then we get to, according to the previously, 2 Nitro courses. I don't see this likely at all. We already need 3 brand new city courses with all 3 variants, some new remakes like Toad's Factory, and then on top of all of that, 4 brand new Nitro courses from now until December. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So I looked at this wave and I was like, every wave has a GBA course since Wave 1. Varying levels of quality, but at least every single wave has a GBA course. But Wave 6 doesn't have it, and I didn't predict Sunset Wilds at all because I was saving it for Wave 6. So I'm going to change the previous leak a bit here. I think this third slot will have a GBA track, and that GBA track will be Sunset Wilds. The final track of the Acorn Cup I think will be Piranha Plant Cove. When this video is uploaded, the track will already be in Tour, but as of the writing of the script, it's not in yet. But I play Mario Kart Tour, so I know what it's like, and it's actually pretty cool. If you didn't see my video on it, like, last week or so, it was actually pretty cool looking. The layout does look a little bit boring, but I mean, the third variant of this track will also look pretty cool. Oh yeah, I said variant, right? So yeah, it turns out there is gonna be like 3 variants for Piranha Plant Cove, and so Piranha Plant Cove will be like a city track in a way, where they combine all 3 of the variants to make one giant track. So I think it would be pretty interesting. Also, since due to the more like simple shapes of Piranha Plant Cove's track, I think the map will actually look pretty good. And not look like a giant mess. Alright, it's time for the one and only Spiny Cup. It would be amazing if Nintendo did a Rainbow Road Gauntlet, but unfortunately Nintendo wouldn't actually do that. I don't know, it would be funny if you just raced on 4 rainbow roads. Kicking off the Spiny Cup is the beloved Vancouver Velocity. Out of all the tracks from Tour, this is probably the most hyped up one, and we can't wait, and all of us can't wait to see it in Mario Kart 8. I'm pretty excited for it too. It's gonna be a pretty good winter track. Now from the cold depths of the Canadian winter in Vancouver, all the way to the tropical jungle. Next up on my predictions is DK Mountain. It's a fan favorite course from the GameCube. I was gonna put Dino Jungle here because I made Honolulu Highway the first track of the Spiny Cup, but then I changed it a little bit, so I'm pretty sure no one wants Dino Jungle. Anyway, I think it would be a pretty good track to end as the final GameCube track, and yes, DK Mountain is in Mario Kart Tour. My next prediction for the Spiny Cup is the Data Mine Bathroom track. This track is so goofy sounding that it can fit as the second to last track. This is gonna be like the most goofy track in Mario Kart history, and I can't wait for it. Finally, it's the one we all been waiting for, the one and only Wii Rainbow Road. It's just a perfect send-off to the Booster Course Pass, and it will be perfect. I can't wait to see it. It's a very good Rainbow Road as I played it in Mario Kart Tour, and I never played the original version, so I'm excited to see it inside of Mario Kart 8. And hopefully they don't mess it up and make it like a one-lap track like they did in Mario Kart Tour for some reason. So yeah, I can't wait to see. So that's all my predictions. Here we go. I'm gonna go like show each wave and their cups and stuff. So like yeah, you can like see it. All right. So for the Fruit Cup, For the Fruit Cup, I predicted Amsterdam Drift, DK Summit, Airship Fortress, and Yoshi's Island. For the Boomerang Cup, I predicted Singapore Speedway, Waluigi Stadium, Riverside Park, then Los Angeles Laps. For the Feather Cup, I predicted Bangkok Rush, Koopa Cape, Cheap Cheap Island, and Cario Crossways. For the Cherry Cup, I predicted Rome Roundabout, Daisy Cruiser, Vanilla Lake 2, and DK Country. For the Acorn Cup, I predicted Vancouver Velocity, Toad's Factory, Sunset Wilds, and Piranha Plant Cove. For the Spiny Cup, I predicted Vancouver Velocity, DK Mountain, Bathroom Run, and Rainbow Road. So yeah, that's all my predictions. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the Netherite Blast Squad, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.